this, but if you wanna go live, I can leave them twitching. No, this ain't a game when they slide in the whispers. What the time is, when my ops send them to the docks, no disrespect, but y'all minors. Like y'all when it dark, are you blind, sir? Here's a shot, get bars when I rhyme words. How you really want that liquor, but you wine first. Better check that ID first, line perps. Your pants fire, looking like deer-sided blood-sucking vampires. Talking flyer than a hang glider, playing with the minors like you Van Cliburn. Looking like a white van, driving with the windows tinted by the campfire.
Whoever sees this and subscribes right now will get free bars. I'm just kidding, we catch them all on this channel. What's going on, YouTube? It's Knox, and we're back with our reaction series. So today, man, I honestly feel like a kid in a candy store. It is Christmas Day because I have been eagerly anticipating getting to this one and waiting for this moment. Shout out to Guilty Conscious, one of my favorite tracks to this day. And right here, right now, is none other than Guilty Conscious 2. But before we get any further, listen, if you like the shirt that I'm wearing, hats, hoodies, merch, get it, cop it, support it, get the brand out there. Bars gotta catch them all. KnoxHillMusic.com. You want to support the channel, it really does go a long way. I will put all links below. But anyways, know what we're here for. SlimShady, step back up to the plate. Let's see what you got.
Well, we did it now.
I know, right? It's beautiful, ain't it?
Yeah, you happy now, bitch?
Yup.
Alright, you got what you wanted.
Yeah. What?
Let me go.
Stop. Never.
Why does it feel like I'm always being tortured?
I tell you what, Back to the Rain that we've been using throughout this album and the skits, right? It just creates this ominous feeling. You hear a little bit of like that choir chanting in the background. Everything just has this sinister tension underneath, and we have continued conversation and dialogue between classic Shady and current Eminem. Let's see where we go with this.
What?
Let me go.
Stop. Never.
Why does it feel like I'm always being tortured? The bad apple spoils the whole orchard. Used to read comic books to learn more words, cause deep down I'm a dork, just the core nerd. Meaning nerd to the core, till I'm cornered. Then I'm the coroner. What shot is this? First, second?
It's your third.
Vision is more blurred, speech is more slurred. Can't even form words. It's like a dream up inside of a dream. I'm trapped in this worse than I could have imagined. It's madness. Can't wake up, try my damnedest, but old habits are coming back. And now transgenders attack us frontwards and backwards. They laugh and throw midgets at us.
This ain't no dream now, huh? See what I mean now? You see how they're trying to make me out to be some kind of mean, vile, obscene, foul prick. I kick one freestyle by beating down a special needs child, and these people freak out.
Told you we get slaughtered for saying retarded.
Oh, Marshall's getting no conscience.
Fuck
this
you.
may come as a shock. I have you astonished regardless. Here's the thing about retarded people.
What?
They don't fucking know they're retarded.
Well, okay, you want a fat
Wow! You know what, Dre? I don't like your attitude. I was wondering how we were going to approach one of the most iconic tracks of all time. And obviously, we have to shout out and call back to Guilty Conscious. In that case, you have three different verses which reflect three different situations of someone getting ready to commit an act that's forever going to change their lives and the lives of people around them. And then you have Eminem being the devil on the shoulder and Dre being the voice of conscience. And that's the internal dialogue of each verse in the back and forth. In this case, I was wondering, we're going to get another Dr. Dre feature? Is going to be M versus Dre? But it makes sense since it's been Eminem versus Shady this entire album so far. In this case, the devil on the shoulder is Shady. And it's Eminem who's now Dr. Dre being the voice of conscience, firing back and forth. Let's bring it back and break down some of this.
dork, just the core. I'm always being tortured.
What?
Let me go.
Stop. Never.
Why does it feel like I'm always
Shady saying he's never going to let him go. He's a part of him, right? You have this play off of from the beginning of the album, this addiction to Shady, the drama, the fact that Eminem acknowledges that the character of Shady helped to create who he is and his success today.
being tortured? The bad apple spoils the whole orchard. Used to read comic books to learn more words, cause deep down I'm a dork, just the core nerd. Meaning nerd to the core.
Core, space, nerd, and he flips it into cornered. He feels cornered. And then obviously he had the apple scheme. One rotten apple spoils the orchard. Core, apple, core, flips that in another way.
More words, cause deep down I'm a dork, just the core nerd. Meaning nerd to the core, till I'm cornered. Then I'm the coroner. What shot is this? First.
Also, I'm going to stretch this because might as well give a shout out to a great subgenre of hip hop. I'm talking about nerdcore rap and nerdcore music. Nerdcore, nerd to the core. Come on.
To the core, till I'm cornered. Then I'm the coroner. What shot is this? First, second?
It's your third.
Vision is more blurred, speech is more slurred. Can't even
Vision more blurred, speech is more slurred. It's your third. Like even there when he's kind of storytelling from a first-person perspective and setting the stage and the scene. He's always immaculate with the rhyme writing and the way he sets up his schemes. In this case, he's obviously getting drunk, right? So it makes sense why he's having this moment of dialogue now, this moment of sort of like bravery to confront himself and his inner demons.
First, second.
But it could also be like, how many shots have you fired throughout your career? Different people as well, being shady.
Show a third. Vision is more blurred. Speech is more.
Or even like my third shot at like trying to get rid of Shady, because he's tried on other albums and other tracks to get rid of Shady.
Shot is this. First, second. It's your third. Vision is more blurred. Speech is more slurred. Can't even form words. It's like
Ho, ho, ho. You just hear that sort of church-like chanting. I think it's only appropriate that it just makes you think of sort of religious themes and church themes as he's trying to exorcise the demon within. Exorcise? What am I thinking of? Not Afraid? Yep.
vision is more blurred. Speech is more slurred. Can't even
He's got the devil doing yoga in the back of the mix.
form words. It's like a dream up inside of a dream. I'm trapped in this worse than I could have imagined. It's madness. Can't wake up, try my damnedest, but old habits are coming back. And now transgenders attack us frontwards and backwards. They laugh and throw midgets at us.
This ain't no dream now.
Obviously, he's been trolling transgenders and midgets throughout this, and now they're coming back at him in different ways.
See what I mean now? You see how they're trying to make me out to be some kind of mean vial obscene.
I love how the percussion kicks in, right? And then you add this piano, and it gets just a little bit more attitude, right? We come out of those sort of orchestral hits and the epic build, and then it just gets a little bit more grit when Shady starts rapping. And again, you hear the difference in the mix. It's almost like the filter that Shady's voice is being run through has a little bit of like a megaphony type effect to it, right? It just sits differently in the mix. And like I said before, like it feels like you have two different features on one track, even though it's the exact same person. It's dope mixing and engineering throughout this album.
Could have imagined it's madness. Can't wake up, try my damnedest, but old habits are coming back. And now transgenders attack us frontwards and backwards. They laugh and throw midgets at us.
This ain't no dream now, huh? See what I mean now? You see how they're trying to make me out to be some kind of mean vial obscene foul prick. I kick one freestyle by beating down a special needs child, and these people freak out.
That was a freestyle he did on what? I beat up a retarded kid named Greg and take like his wooden leg and beat him over the head with it. That was classic Shady days.
Prick, I kick one freestyle by beating down a special needs child, and these people freak out.
Told you we get slaughtered for saying retarded.
Aw, Marshall's getting no conscience.
Fuck
This
you.
may come as a shock, I have you astonished regardless. Here's the thing about retarded people.
What?
They don't fucking know they're retarded.
Well, okay, you want a fat shame.
I mean, that's true. I'm an idiot. I don't even realize I'm an idiot.
Retarded people.
What?
They don't fucking know they're retarded.
But obviously you heard the callback to, oh, you're developing a conscience now, because he's literally now representing the voice of Dre and the voice of Conscious in Guilty Conscious too. A lot of callbacks throughout.
Regardless, here's the thing about retarded people.
What?
They don't fucking know they're retarded.
Well, okay, you want a fat shame, bitch. Two can play that game.
What?
You want to judge people.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, ain't you the same one who hated bullies calling you bad names?
Yep.
Then you turn around and did the exact same.
So?
Just immature and literally you're still mentally 13 and so thirsty for some controversy. You're still picking on Christopher Reeves.
Yeah, but you're me and we're a team, so that means we're in cahoots. That's conspiracy to commit murder. Lyrically, so clearly, you're the accessory, like jewelry. You ain't the judge of the jury, you're just as guilty.
You rip on paraplegics, man, seriously?
Oh.
Bitch, it's a joke.
No, it's not, it's embarrassing.
What?
Like David Carradine found with a pair of jeans at his ankles and belt round his larynx.
I know it's a scary scene. They're coming with everything. Little people.
Oh no, not calling back to David Carradine again. Like he just takes very just like awful deaths, unfortunate situations, and what's he gonna do? He's gonna make fun of it. I mean, David was found, you know, asphyxiating himself, some sort of sexual thing was going on there, and then it just went wrong and he choked himself to death. And yeah, I mean, oh, there's levels to that one. We'll go back and break that down further, but let's bring it back and appreciate this internal dialogue.
Same, so just immature and literally you're still.
No, they're retarded.
Well, okay, you want a fat shame, bitch. Two can play that game.
What?
You want to judge
Obviously, we had on the last track Eminem addressing obesity. So right here, okay, you want a fat shame?
people.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, ain't you the same one who hates?
So now we're going to take your medicine and feed it back to you. And then this bully line is interesting because D'Angelo Bailey, remember Brain Damage? All the way back in those days. He actually went and sued Marshall Mathers. Tried to sue him. And the judge wrote a rap back to him. I think we need to do like a breakdown of that one day. Just like a storytelling video. That'd be dope to do. But yeah, it's like, so you were bullied. You were picked on. And now what do? You turn around and do the exact same things that were done to you.
Two can play that game.
What?
You wanna judge people?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, ain't you the same one who hated bullies calling you bad names?
Yep.
Then you turn around and did the exact same.
So?
Just immature and literally, you're still mentally 13 and so thirsty for some controversy. You still.
This is clever because while Eminem is leveraging these against himself, it's also a way of him addressing the same accusations that are made upon him. So he's showing that self-awareness and kind of breaking the fourth wall in the meta of this all to deal with all that criticism.
On Christopher Reeves.
Yeah, but you're me, and we're a team, so that means we're in cahoots. That's conspiracy to commit murder. Lyrically, so clearly, you're the accessory, like jewelry.
Right, we are one and the same. So, you know, being an accessory to murder, like being the wheelman of a drive-by shooting, for instance. So in this case, it's happening on the track. So Shady is saying, look, we're one and the same. You can't sit here and pawn the blame on me for all this controversy and hate and people trying to cancel you. Eventually, you're going to have to take responsibility. We're dancing around that word.
Murder. Lyrically,
That's the R word he didn't want to mention before.
so clearly, you're the accessory, like jewelry.
And then obviously, you know, when you have jewelry on, it's, you know, it's called accessories. Different accessories that you wear versus being an accessory to murder.
Commit murder. Lyrically, so clearly, you're the accessory, like jewelry. You ain't the judge of the jury, you're just as guilty.
You rip on paraplegics, man, seriously?
Another key word, conscious earlier. Guilty, conscious. Come on, you're just as guilty. You ain't the jury and judge here. Check these sentences.
Jury, you're just as guilty.
You rip on paraplegics, man, seriously?
Oh, bitch, it's a joke.
No, it's not, it's embarrassing.
What?
Like David Carradine found with a pair of jeans at his ankles and belt round his larynx.
I know it's a scary scene. They're coming with everything. Little people are trolling.
Scary scene because he was an actor. Get it? It's a scary scene to see, but also just the whole situation. Imagine being the person discovering that and seeing that. That's just going to be burned into your eye sockets for life.
Round his larynx.
I know it's a scary scene. They're coming with everything. Little people are trolling me. They're saying they've had it
Well.
up to here with me.
Oh, hilarity.
Come on.
Nah, do your thing. Fuck deaf people. Yeah.
Well, between me and you,
I think they've had it up to here with me too. What the fuck?
sorry I'm not perfect as you, Marshall.
Punching down on little people?
Yeah.
Not cool.
Whoops.
You just sound like a dick.
Wait, nah, fool.
What?
When I say fuck midgets, I mean Ja Rule.
Oh.
And I know that Chris Reed's song was recorded in 2004 for Encore.
Yeah.
Ja Rule has finally climbed out of the toilet.
Oh.
And I know that Chris Reed's song,
All right, let's bring it back and just appreciate some of this. Break it down further.
On his larynx.
I know it's a scary scene. They're coming with everything. Little people are trolling me. They're saying they've had it
Well.
up to here with me.
Had it up to here with someone, which is ironic coming from a little person, or using M's lingo, midgets, right? They've had it up to here. So even though he's saying that, he's trolling them yet again, still being very shady with these answers.
Oh, hilarity.
Come on.
Nah, do you?
And then M says sarcastically, oh, hilarity. Really? Here we go again. This bit.
They're saying they've had it
Well.
up to here with me.
Oh, hilarity.
Come on.
Nah, do your thing. Fuck deaf people.
Ooh. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Nah, do your thing. That piano just hit in sync with just that little rhythmic delivery right there. That was dope.
Up to here
I
with
just love when you have those little moments like synergy between production and delivery pockets.
me.
Oh, hilarity.
Come on.
Nah, do your thing. Fuck deaf people. Yeah.
Well, between me and you,
I think they've had it up to here with me too. What the fuck?
sorry I'm
I mean, fuck people who can hear too. You know what I'm saying?
well, between me and you,
I think they've.
Because I got to deal with my trash music. I feel bad for him, but I think they've had it up to here. He says it like a deaf person, so he's trolling that. But then also, up to here, if you don't pronounce that H, ear, up to ear. Come on.
Had it up to here with me too. What the f?
The dad jokes are on fire.
sorry I'm not perfect as you, Marshall.
Punching down on little people?
Yeah.
Not cool. You just sound like a.
Like punching down. You know, because Eminem's so big with his status of celebrity. Like if you go after a normal person, you're punching down. Versus literally you have to punch down to take shots at a little person.
Marshall.
Punching down on little people?
Yeah.
Not cool. You just sound like a dick.
Wait, nah, fool.
What?
When I say fuck midgets, I mean Ja Rule.
Oh.
And I know that Chris Reed's song was recorded in 2004 for Encore.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's trolled Ja Rule for not being very tall too. I'm sorry. Like if you're a short person and you have short people syndrome, well, hey, Napoleon was short too, and you know he did well for a while, and then he got his ass kicked.
Oh.
And I know that Chris Reed's song was recorded in 2004 for Encore.
Yeah.
Fuck you take it off for.
Cause he died.
Man, that motherfucker did that bullshit on purpose to ruin the song for us.
Man.
I never seen a bigger pussy than you.
Bitch,
No.
look at all the shit that
No. What? I'm not gonna walk around on that
I
one.
know that Chris Reeves
That's more of a shock for me.
was recorded in 2004 for Encore.
Yeah?
Fuck you take it off for.
cause he died.
Man, that motherfucker
What?
did that bullshit on purpose to ruin the song for us. Man, I never seen a bigger pussy than
Yo, that's wild. That's what. Now I got to go back and rethink about that entire breakdown that we did of Brand New Dance. Because when I was breaking it down, I talked about it like this sounds like a classic Eminem voice. I wonder if this whole song's been AI. And then there was, yeah, but there were like modern references. Kim Jong was in there. Caitlyn Jenner was in there. There was a number of references. So they must have taken that song. Now they've obviously re-released it, but they've repurposed certain moments to make it fit into the modern time. Wow, that's dope. I'm going to have to go back and re-listen to that one now. Woohoo!
for Encore. Yeah?
That's a big Easter egg drop later on.
Fuck you take it off for.
Cause he died.
Man, that motherfucker did that bullshit on purpose to ruin the song for us. Man,
Typical Shady answer.
I never seen a bigger pussy than you.
Bitch, look at all the shit the media's putting me through.
What?
Cause of all the fuck shit that you pushed me to do.
Me?
Shoulda knew when I found you, you were just too good to be true. That's
Shoulda knew when I found you. You were just too good to be true. I love right there. Like, it's a very slower, marinated pocket and flow, but he just accelerates some of those syllables and just kind of punches them quickly to get through it, and then he smooths it back out towards the end of the bar.
the fuck shit that you pushed me to do.
Me?
Shoulda knew when I found you, you were just too good to be true. That's how we end up in these quagmires. You said you had my back, liar.
But I helped you get your
Oh, you hear that record scratch and another just kind of switch up right there, and he hits it so perfectly on the word of the day, quagmires. These little, like, quicksand pits that we fall into versus a proverbial quagmire.
Good to be true. That's how we end up in these quagmires. You said you had my back, liar.
But I helped you get your stacks higher.
Yeah.
That's diamond sales, like sapphires, rap buyers, admirers, peg lines of admirers. Now they say you lack ire. That's why your satire backfires.
Yeah.
Flat tires, no longer that guy you were prior to this. Yeah, and I scare you cause
Why?
I'm who you used to be.
Who?
The you who didn't crumble under the scrutiny.
Wait, what?
When it was you and me.
Yeah.
I gave you power to use me as an excuse to be evil.
I know.
You create.
Oh, I tell you what. I love this pocket of rhyme schemes from Shady. And then right there, as it starts to come out, you hear both of their voices kind of meld together. And there's almost this like demonic mix because now we're combining, right? We realize it's one person right there as there's like this speaking together of a we.
End up in these quagmires. You said you had my back, liar.
But I helped you get your stacks higher.
Yeah.
That's diamond sales, like sapphires, rap.
Diamond sales, right? When you go diamond with your album versus diamond sales, literally like selling sapphire. Smooth flip there.
Admirers, peg lines of admirers. Now they
At Myers, like convenience store, pack lines, like back in the days buying CDs.
get your stacks higher.
Yeah.
That's diamond sales, like sapphires, rap buyers, admirers, peg lines of admirers. Now they say you lack ire. That's why your satire backfires.
Yeah.
Flat tires no longer that.
Lack ire, that's why your satire backfires, right? Flat tires. You got no more momentum. Because, again, this is a great way for Eminem to take the criticism, the hate, to acknowledge it. I'm aware of this. But to almost speak from that perspective and leverage it against himself, it's a very clever, creative way of dealing with that. Because that's what I see a number of people on the internet say now. Like, oh, Eminem, like, Shady isn't the same anymore. He's not the same sort of controversial. He's like watered down now. He's lost that edge. He's lost that attitude, that angst because he's so successful. He sits in his mansion all day. He doesn't, all he does is read the dictionary.
Of admirers. Now they say you lack ire. That's why your
Yes, I was quoting some of Rap Devil right there. You're welcome.
sales, like sapphires, rap buyers, admirers, peg lines of admirers. Now they say you lack ire. That's why your satire backfires.
Yeah.
Flat tires no longer that guy you were prior to this. Yeah, and I scare you cause
Why?
I'm who you used to be.
Who?
The you who didn't crumble under the scrutiny.
Wait, what?
When it was you and me.
Yeah.
I gave you power to use me as an excuse to be evil.
I know.
You created me to say
Oh, that's interesting. I know. There's the Marshall now taking responsibility for it within the ad-libs, answering what Shady is saying.
I gave you power to use me as an excuse to be evil.
I know.
You created me to say everything you didn't have the balls to say.
Yep.
What you were thinking, but in a more diabolic way. You fed me pills and a bottle of alcohol a day.
Okay.
Made me too strong for you and lost control of me.
You're right.
I took over you totally. You were socially awkward till you molded me.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
was a loner or nobody. Cause of me, you didn't take shit from nobody. Now look at you.
What?
Now you're just a punk,
Man.
little scaredy cat.
Word.
Got too shook like Shakira's ass
Yeah.
to look at your reflection staring back. bitch. It's just a mere relax.
Man, you're so full of shit. You need Miralax. Open your mouth and shit.
All right, got you shaking like you're quaking, like shaking it like Shakira's ass. She's getting a shout out right there. And then mirror, relax, because the end letter of mirror is R, so that leads into relax, Miralax, versus flipping it into full of shit. Like when you're constipated, you take Miralax to help you, liquidate it through the system and clean out those pipes. Yeah, it's me, Mario, plumbing it up, baby. But also relating to the mirror, relax. That was a smooth flip right there, the way he came out of that.
You're right.
What's really interesting is like right there, you're right. There is this, like, the ad-libs are Eminem answering, but really for the first time amidst this dialogue, like we start off and it's really the blame game, isn't it? He's blaming Shady, and Shady's just being Shady. And then Shady's making his points, and then there's Eminem finally just not blaming completely and going, you know what, you're right, I accept this. So very interesting sort of turn here. Let's see where we keep going with this. Clever concept.
You totally, you were socially awkward till you molded me.
Yeah.
You was a loner and nobody, cause of me you didn't take shit from nobody. Now look at you. What?
I mean, not only that, like Shady has just inspired generations of kids, like being a teenager and like being unsure of yourself, and he looked to Shady to like give you that strength, like to not give a fuck what people say, what people think. This is how he inspired generations and what has given him his longevity, because so many people connected with Shady. Shady was like that inner, he was naughty, but we accepted that it was a part of the art and it was playful and he wasn't real with it. But there was also just that side of you never know what Shady's going to do next. And that attitude that he brought and that not giving a fuck was empowering for a lot of people.
Nobody cause of me,
including for Eminem himself.
didn't take shit from nobody. Now look at you. What? Now you're just a punk, little scared.
That zip sound has been a consistent ad-lib throughout. And then obviously you've got the cover art of the zip, like zipping him up in the body bag.
From nobody. Now look at you. What? Now you're just a punk, little scaredy cat.
Word.
Got to shit like Shakira's ass.
Yeah.
To look at your
Don't take shit from nobody. Zip, maybe like zipping the pants back up because you're not shitting on anyone anymore.
reflection staring back, bitch. It's just a mere relax.
Man, you're so full of shit. You need Miralax. Open your mouth and shit flies out. Just lies. You thinking you can whip my ass, undo these zip ties. You can just undo my feet and keep my hands tied. Cause like an avalanche, I'd still win by a landslide.
Oh, you think so?
You know the saying, an overwhelming victory. He won by a landslide versus an avalanche, literal landslide. Again, flipping another idiom.
Hands tied, cause like an avalanche, I'd still win by a landslide.
Oh, you
Oh, na, na, na. Like again, you just hear that sort of epic chanting in the back of the mix. It's an interesting production choice. I would not have thought that we would have gone like more orchestral right in the back of the mix with this, because the original Guilty Conscience just had a little bit of that West Coast balance. Obviously, Dre was on it. Just had a totally different sort of vibe and style. So this is very interesting. This feels more like cinematic, epic building the way we're doing and approaching this one.
Lies, you thinking you can whip my ass, undo these zip ties. You can just undo my feet and keep my hands tied. Cause like an avalanche, I'd still win by a landslide.
Oh, you think so, bitch?
Yeah, I know so.
Okay, your hands and feet, I let them both go. Yeah, something now.
Give me that gun.
No, don't.
Rear naked chokehold.
Stop, let me go, yo. Here, take it, bozo.
Yeah.
Queer bait, you homo.
Ready?
Yo, don't shoot.
Here we go.
Bro, no.
Now say you're sorry.
Ow.
And you didn't mean any of it.
I'm sorry, Marcel's a pussy. He's Dre and Jimmy's puppet.
What?
Sorry, he gives a fuck, but pretends he doesn't.
Alright, you piece of shit, that does it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Wait.
Bitch, this is for him.
What?
Christopher MGK, Nickin' for Limp Biscuit and them. Midgets and Ben.
Man, please.
Zeno in addition to him. Will Smith in the cannabis. If you're listening, this is the end.
Okay,
So
I'll
to
stop.
Jamar and Ja Rule and to all my feuds, including mine,
What?
I'm welcoming you to my
No.
last hurrah. I bid you goodbye.
Come on, man, don't do
Murder,
this, but-
suicide, kill shot, booyakah, cocksucker, coup de grace, motherfucker.
What in the plot twist just happened there? No!
Let me go, yo. Here, take it, bozo.
Yeah.
Queer bait.
What a stroke of genius move. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Now all of a sudden, instead of all these battles and beefs that he's been in that we know he's won over the years, like now he's going to battle himself on behalf of them and end himself for them?
In your mouth and shit flies out.
I didn't see that one coming.
Just lies, you thinking you can whip my ass, undo these zip ties. You can just undo my feet and keep my hands tied. Cause like an avalanche, I'd still win by a landslide.
Oh, you think so, bitch?
Yeah, I know so.
Okay, your hands and feet, I let them both go. Yeah, something now. Give me that gun. No, don't. Rear naked chokehold.
I love how he says rear naked chokehold to let us know what's happening, but he fits it into the rhyme scheme.
Oh, yo, here, take it, bozo. Yeah, queer bait you homo. Ready? Yo, don't shoot.
Here, take it. Oh, weird. I baited you, homo. And see, he's even then, he's like slurring, throwing it at Eminem, still being shady throughout.
Bro, no. Now say you're sorry. You didn't mean any of it. I'm sorry, Marcel's a pussy. He's Dre and Jimmy's puppet.
Dre and Jimmy Iovine, who signed him.
You didn't mean any of it. I'm sorry, Marcel's a pussy. He's Dre and Jimmy's puppet. Sorry, he gives a fuck, but pretends he doesn't.
Alright, you piece of shit, that does it.
Yeah. Wait.
Sorry, he pretends. See, this is this thing. This is that theme of consciousness and, dare I say, growth and maturity from Eminem that a lot of critics have been wanting him to show throughout the years. And here is him showing the proverbial killing of Shady. This is what has been teased throughout this album title, the coup de grace. And this track here feels like this is what we've been building up to. This is the climax, insert sexual innuendo there, of this situation. I've been listening to too much Eminem already, but yeah, this feels like a huge turning point because I feel like Shady's been winning this battle, and we've had a lot of Shady happening throughout this, and this dialogue and this back and forth has been happening, but this feels like this is where Marshall is fully taking control and finally taking the power back in his hands.
Fuck, but pretends he doesn't.
Alright, you piece of shit, that does it. Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, that's a dope electric guitar, just like way down muddied in the mix all of a sudden.
Bitch, this is for him. Christopher MGK, Nickin' for Limp Bizkit and them midgets and
Obviously, you know, MGK, who he's battled, we know Killshot, which is getting ready to come with the coup de grace here.
this is for him. Christopher MGK, Nick
Christopher Wallace, Limp Bizkit, who we covered. Nick Cannon, who we've also covered.
for Limp Bizkit and them
Barely nicked him.
midgets and Ben.
Man, please.
Zeno in addition to him, Will Smith and
Benzino as well. Mr. No Neck is back in the building. Head and Shoulders getting a shout out. That's cute.
for Limp Bizkit and them midgets and Ben.
I heard he's a chef now at Mom Spaghetti.
For him, Christopher MGK, Nickin' for Limp Bizkit and them midgets and Ben.
Man, please.
Zeno in addition to him, Will Smith and the cannabis. If you're listening, this is the end.
Okay, I'll
So to
stop.
Jamar and Ja Rule and to all my feuds.
Will Smith don't got a cuss to sell records. Well, I do, so fuck him and fuck you too.
If you're listening, this is the end.
Okay, I'll
So to
stop.
Jamar and Ja Rule and to all my
Lord Jamar, the Ja Rule beef, it's all coming back now.
feuds, including mine, I'm welcoming you to
And Ma gets brought into it. Remember, because I was like, it's very interesting that he's dissing his mom again and throwing shots because I thought that we, had some peace. At least have settled with that and moved forward, at least from a psychological standpoint, from the standpoint of where he was creatively. And then it's kind of like we've gone backwards, right? We've regressed. So now it feels like, all right, we're not going to regress anymore. We're going to acknowledge and take ownership once more.
No, last hurrah, I bid you goodbye.
Come on, man, don't do
Murder,
this, man.
suicide, kill shot, booyah, cock.
Murder suicide because he's killing, even though he's killing Shady, by that act he's also killing himself. That's an important line for me because that's acknowledging the importance and the attachment of Shady. Because Shady really is a key part of his identity and what he's built as an artist and who he's been.
Last hurrah, I bid you goodbye.
And I think the struggle has been because it's hard to shake that. It's hard to let that go.
Come on, man, don't do
Murder,
this. Man.
suicide, kill shot, booyah, cocksucker.
Booyaka, right? That's like an automatopoeia for fire in the gun.
I bid you goodbye.
Come on, man, don't do
Murder,
this, man.
suicide, kill shot, booyah, cocksucker. Coup de grace, motherfucker. Whoa, what the fuck?
Here's the alarm again. Wait. Shady's Rockabye Baby. So when I'm gone, don't mourn, just carry on, rejoice when you hear the sound of my voice. That is playing just underneath of the mix. That's an Easter egg.
Your cocksucker.
Get it? Because he's gone now. Shady's bye-bye. Rock. Come on.
The grass.
Oh my God, the parallels and the connections to that. That's dope.
Motherfucker. Whoa, what the fuck?
That's fitting that that's the song that plays because now he's gone. Get it? Oh.
Come on.
Yeah.
Paul. You're not gonna fucking believe this, bro. I had this dream, it was fucking crazy. It was like the old me came back on the new me and took over my brain and had me saying all this fucked up shit about little people and Caitlyn Jenner and PC police were chasing me and fucking Gen Z was trying to kill me and quadriplegics and Christopher Reeves, and I was saying all this fucked up shit and I couldn't stop saying it, and then I'd wake up and it was like I was still dreaming. Fuck you. Wait.
What? Wait. What was that little Joker laugh at the end?
What the fuck?
Hang on, obviously calling back to Paul. How many skits have we had with Paul now? So he tells Paul, like, all of this happened. I've been dissing and all that the whole time that Paul's been complaining every album about this absurd stuff that Eminem is saying. And now Eminem is saying, hey, it was just a dream. It wasn't real. It was a dream in a dream.
Come on. Yeah? Paul, you're not gonna fucking believe this, bro. I had this dream, it was fucking crazy.
Hence the alarm clock and all that coming back together. Oh, camera's gonna die at the worst point. This video is sponsored by Chickens. Get cooked.
It was like the old me came back on the new me and took over my brain and had me saying all this fucked up shit about little people and...
That's what we've had so far on the album. It's a great summary and synopsis. He took his cliff notes.
PC police were chasing me and fucking Gen Z was trying to kill me and quadriplegics and Christopher Reeves, and
I love how he goes, and quadriplegics. And then Christopher Reeves. But Christopher Reeves was a quadriplegic.
saying all this fucked up shit and I couldn't stop saying it, and then I'd wake up and it was like I was still dreaming. Fuck you. Wait.
Paul hangs up because he's had enough, but right here, phone hangs. Why the laugh? Why the laugh? What is that a preview of? Is Shady dead? Is he not dead? I need more answers. We have more of this album to go, but in the meantime, wow. What a concept to bring back around, and the nostalgia of all those years ago of first hearing Guilty Conscience and watching that music video. Eminem, you were Knox certified. Hope you guys liked today's video. List for summaries you here at the end. Obviously, enjoy the content. Do me a huge favor, support the channel directly. Subscribe, notifications on. Really does go a long way. I'll love you guys. Stay safe, stay positive. It's only Knox, you know I'll catch you again.